Gamers, let's talk about the GsxrClyde SMG for the third time that it's been brought back, but it's back and it's better than ever.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Just wanted to show you my vault real quick and show you that it's been kind of easy and the streamer loot has been kicked in. I already crafted the SMG. I can craft the hand cannon. I have 4 shotguns and 3 snipers. So how did I do it? First of all, everything I'm getting ready to tell you, I did with a group, but I will give you situations where you can play by yourself. So when you first start farming for these GsxrClyde weapons, you have the Resonance Amp. And if you guys don't know, there is 6 locations on the moon and 6 on the Europa. When you have these stems and you turn them in to the amp, you can actually go pick the stem up off the planets and hopefully you get a red frame. Me personally, I got 2 red frame SMGs by just going to get those 12. And then after I farmed for a little bit and was just playing activities, I realized when I came to this vendor, by the way, you need this upgrade for GsxrClyde's weapon focusing. When I come to this vendor, I realized that I didn't have any Sulfuric Umbral Energy. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, there's no way for me to get this. As you see, it can drop any of the 4 weapons, all random. But again, I just got a sniper, so that was good. I actually needed a sniper, but it just shows you right there, farming those stems and umbrals is definitely the way to go. And there's not really a strat in the game to farm umbrals, so I just been saving them nonstop. But anyways, once I got to the point where I got 2 or 3 of these weapons, I got about 2 of the GsxrClyde SMG. And then the day I started farming, I actually started spending Sulfuric Umbral Energy and buying this focus because it's 50-50. It's going to drop red frame or not. I know it's tough if it does not drop red frame, but again, I'm going to break down a really quick strat. So you need 2,000 Seraph key codes. To do this with a group, do the investigation mission, load in at the checkpoint, and when you beat it with your fire team, you will get 700 a run. So if you do 3 runs of investigation with a team, you need that checkpoint at the end of that mission. It will take you at about a total of 5.5 to 6 minutes. You know, we're not going to put a timer on it, but it's really quick, 6-7 minutes, and you just got 2,000 Seraph key codes. Then you're going to go into the heist battlegrounds and open the chest 4 times. When you open the chest 4 times, it's going to give you 40 Umbral Energy. So that means by doing that cycle, I know I just said do 4 battlegrounds in a row, but you're guaranteed to have enough to buy the engram here. And you will have the stems too, because you will get stems as you're playing. What do you do if you're solo? If you're solo, unfortunately, you're going to have to farm strikes. You're going to have to farm lost sectors, run in and out to get the Seraph key codes, or just playing playlist activities. The stems that you get, these actually drop from encounters. So when I was farming for cookies, I was actually loading up Shattered Throne, Duel and Karu checkpoints, and I got stems to drop every time I killed the boss. The stems part isn't really the hard part. What I did is I made sure that I stacked up Seraph key codes and I stacked up the Umbral Energy for the Sulfuric Umbral Energy. So again, it's all luck, but when you're just consistently putting your mind to it, you could probably get 3 red frames in a day if you were just focusing the umbrals or you were focusing the actual SMG itself. So it does take time. Anyways, let's shut up about how I got it. Why did I choose the role I did? So I went with Enhanced Volt Shot, Enhanced Feeding Frenzy, Tac Mag, Small Bore, and a Range Masterwork. The reason why is I always found range drop off on SMGs really annoying, but I'm using Volt Shot. When I kill an enemy and then I hit that reload, all I do with this weapon is shoot, reload, shoot, reload. I want to keep proccing Volt Shot to jolt on the next hit. And the reason why, when I use this in the dungeon, I would kill a goblin or kill a harpy and reload and then shoot the minotaur. It would jolt the minotaur and like knock him back and really take advantage of that. Also, when you're hitting Volt Shot and you're proccing on multiple enemies, it will make Warmind cells if you run Global Reach. I haven't really messed with a lot of Warmind cell mods with this weapon, but I do know all you gotta do is pretty much run Arc subclass. You can run Solar Void or Stasis, but I feel like this gun really works well with the Arc subclass, and it's absolutely insane. I've been using it on my Hunter and Titan But again, that's why I chose to run Volt Shot. You can put whatever you want. I am going to craft another weapon of this submachine gun, and I'm going to put Frenzy here just because I like Frenzy because it stacks with everything. The reason why I wanted Feeding Frenzy is because I like when I final blow an enemy, doesn't matter where, I'm going to be able to proc the reload. Even though it's not a crit, it's not like Outlaw, it'll still proc it. And when you're not amplified and you don't get the multi kills and the faster reload, it's still pretty good. The reason why I didn't go with Seraph rounds because I feel like I didn't need to over penetrate the enemies. I needed the reload and I like the magazine side. Again, this is just preference. I went with small bore for range and stability, and I went with the range masterwork to not really have the range drop off. I did put the Trials Memento on it as well. But other than that, I mean, you could just add some more mine cell mods. You can even run sub machine gun loader, put in your arc subclass, see if you can make this thing, you know, synergize with your build even more. So when you're using this weapon, I made sure that I'm always using the weapon to clear ads. I can shoot a Wither Horde shot, I can use a debuff shot. All I'm pretty much worried about is just clearing ads. Shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot, reload, just non-stop. And again, that's why I wanted to point out why I picked this role. I'm a big fan of threat detector, but sometimes you're not surrounded. I've tested this thing in Master Nightfall. It ran it over. I've tested it in Master Lost Sectors. It does proc pretty well. But again, you just have to make sure when you're using a weapon like this, it's like incandescent. When you're running around with it, you need to keep it procced. You have to use this gun in your build. You can't just wing it and say, hey, you know, I'm just going to keep shooting ads. It's literally shoot, reload, shoot, reload. Even if you don't kill something, like always spam reload because you want to proc that Volt Shot. And what I like about this is I didn't know that the Volt Shot was going to proc the Warmind cell. And you're probably thinking, well, Warmind cells really don't do that much damage. They do help. Me personally, what I like about a Warmind cell when you shoot to explode it, it kind of like knocks enemies back or changes their position. And sometimes that can save your life. We don't know if Warmind cells will ever come back to the meta, but again, there's a reason why this gun has come back 3 times. It's always come back and it's always been the meta gun. So me personally, I think you can put on the sidearm with Volt Shot like we did last season. There's a scout rifle last season with Volt Shot, but this SMG is really good this season because it's good for Minotaurs, it's good for Overload champs, and you can remember, like when you're in Nightfalls and you're in certain activities, you can kill an enemy that doesn't take a lot of bullets to kill it, reload, then get the Volt Shot, the proc, and jolt the champion, jolt the enemy. You can actually use that. Like the jolt on weapons is huge, and that's what people don't use it as. Like I've been using it in the dungeon. I've been just slaying enemies, like 6 ads spawn and I just destroy them. And then sometimes I have to be careful what I shoot because I'm like, oh, I can't kill that goblin because I need to hit a finisher. Sometimes I need to make sure that Volt Shot's not procced because it's killing ads too, you know, convenient for my setup. So again, take your time. The main thing is honestly, if you want to farm this, find some friends, LFG at Discord, find a group and just plan your day to farm this and do activities such as the loop that I told you about, and hopefully don't get screwed over on RNG. Hopefully the demonstration of this gun gave you an idea of how good it is, and I just wanted to keep it a buck with you. So thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Peace.